Hi, I'm Len and you're watching Cooking with Len. Today we're going to make a really easy dish, Fettuccine Alfredo. It's not the easiest thing you'll ever make, but it's pretty close. Really isn't a whole lot involved. It's just as simple as boiling your fettuccine. And then there's just very few ingredients in the sauce. There's just butter, cream, Parmesan cheese, a little bit of garlic, and then you top that off with some parsley. And that's it. So let's get started. Alright, I've got my water going for my fettuccine, and it's close to boiling. And I'm just taking a large saute pan, the largest one that I can find, and I'm going to add a stick of butter. Now, mine was cold, so I just cut it down lengthwise into thirds so it'd melt a little quicker. And that's all I'm doing with that. So, let me go over here and show you what I've got. I've got some heavy whipping cream, about a cup, and I couldn't find the block cheese that I could cut up myself, so I just got some a bag of fancy Parmesan shredded cheese, and this is about 1.5 cups. I only need about a cup, but I might make mine just a little bit cheesier. So let's get started. The other thing that I have is I have a clove of garlic, and I'm just going to take that clove of garlic and mince it up. So my water's boiling real good, and my fettuccine is going to take about, I didn't read the side of the box, but it seems like somewhere around 12 minutes or something like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and get that in here, like so. I'm just going to do the whole box. You could do a smaller portion, just cut things down by size if you want to. But I'm going to do the whole box of fettuccine. So that's in there now and going. And my butter's starting to melt, so I'm going to go ahead and dice up my garlic now. And this is the only thing that really requires any interaction at all, pretty much, is the garlic. Now I've got a pretty dull knife here, so I'm going to go ahead and mince this up. Ooh, that's going real good. Get that off. So I'm just going to mince that up really, really fine, so we don't get any really big pieces or anything like that in there. And then just put that into the melted butter. And put that back on the heat for right now. Put that in like so. I've taken my butter and my garlic and I've moved it to the back of the stove. And my pasta is just about where I want it to be. I want it to be just a little short of done. And what I'm going to do, I think because it's so much pasta, I think I'm just going to go back into this pan and finish in this pan. So what I want to do is I want some of that pasta water for later, in case I decide I need some. So I'm just going to take a coffee cup here, fill it about halfway or so with pasta water. I don't think I'll need any more than that. And then I'll go ahead and drain my pasta and be right back. Alright, I have drained my pasta. It's in the sink. And you don't want to over drain that or drain it too long, but I did reserve some of the pasta water, so I'm good in that respect. But I decided I am going to go ahead and take this bigger pan here and use that. So I'll just move all of my ingredients over to the bigger pan. Now if you have a big enough saute pan, this is what I have on hand right now, so I'm just going to go with that right there. And get that out of the way. Go grab my pasta. So from here I'm just going to add my pasta back into this mixture right here, and I can see that it is kind of a little dry, so it might end up soaking up some of that. So next you just give a little toss to kind of coat it with all of those, all of that butter and garlic. And then from here I'm going to go ahead and add my cup of heavy cream. And I've got my cheese here, and this is 1.5 pounds. So what I want to do is I want to add a little bit on top of my pasta later. So I'm just going to kind of pinch the bottom and reserve about 1/2 cup of that. And then from here, you just start folding all of this in and stirring it until it reaches a nice creamy consistency. And I might want to add a little bit more of that pasta water back in here. but you can already see it's starting to get nice and creamy already. And this is a really, really great, easy side dish or main dish for vegetarians if you want. Yeah, let me add a little bit of that water back in here. Give a little bit more to work with as I'm stirring it up, because the pasta can tend to soak up quite a bit of this, and you want that too because it adds to the flavor. Now, if you don't have grated cheese or block cheese that you're grating, you could very easily just use the you know, the kind that comes in a can that you shake on the pizza, that you usually see at a lot of these pizza places, the Parmesan in a can. And this is really good. Kids might prefer that and without the garlic if you go that route. So I can see mine is coming really, really well here. So I think we'll just turned off the heat already. And we'll go ahead and plate some of this up. Okay, I've got my pasta ready. So I'm just going to take a bowl here and put a little bit in there. On top of that, I'm going to add some ground black pepper. If you have white pepper, that's better because the black pepper really shows up on the Parmesan. So I've just added a little bit of parsley on top. I've got my pepper, and there you have it. Very, very easy, simple to make fettuccine alfredo. And hope you make this, enjoy it, and if you do, please comment, rate, subscribe, and let me know how it turned out. Thank you very much. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in another video.